everyone. Thank you for watching our video. Today we're going to talk about winter break housing and just share a couple details about winter break housing, since it will look a little bit different during our normal housing during the school year. Okay, first thing is that the staffing will be really different. So your RA for the school year probably won't be here for the break or for the whole break. But we will have some staffing available. It'll just be a little bit more limited. You'll have our duty phone numbers. We'll post those next to your door. You can always call our duty phone if you have a question or you get locked out of your room or you need something. Just know that the response may take a little longer than normal. So like if the person has to travel from a different building or travel to campus for that lockout. So just please allow a little bit of patience and time for that to occur. You will see residential life staff walking our floors, checking doors, things like that. So we'll be doing regular rounds in the building to make sure things are looking good. And then custodial maintenance team members will also be present at times throughout the break. So don't be alarmed if you see staff in the building. We'll be there to keep things operating as we need to.
So with that being said, some of the contacts that will be available will be police and safety. You can always call them for immediate emergencies, medical, safety, fire. And then our duty phones that are listed there, but as Kayla said, they will be by your room door and then they'll be posted throughout the building as well. Please call one of those numbers if you are locked out, if there's a maintenance issue, so the lights or outlets aren't working, if you lose heat in your room, please call that in so then we can get that taken care of immediately. Sometimes since we will have limited staff, work orders might not be checked as often, so we can get that sped up quite a bit. And then please note that your current RA will not be working during the winter break, and we advise them not to, to take a break from the position. And so calling the duty phone is the best way to get a hold of a residential life staff member.
Okay, and so for meals, you probably already have read this or know information about this, but our dining services on campus are not available. There's no winter break meal plan. However, we will have our community kitchens available to residents. And what that means is we plan to have our ovens on and available for use as long as all of our winter break residents are responsible and respectful of the space. Some examples of that is making sure that you're not leaving your cooking or kitchen utensils out in the space, cleaning up after yourself. I can guarantee you there are other residents in the building that will be needing these spaces. So just being respectful of your time and your space while you're in there as well. And also ensuring that, like I said, the ovens, we plan to leave them on, but making sure that you turn them off. Or the oven and the stove are off when you leave, and continuing to follow those same guidelines that we have throughout the year. So no grease cooking, keeping the list of recommended appliances away, and also the fans are also really great uses as well. And so if you are also interested in reaching out to Corky's Cupboard for potential use, their last open hours will be Friday, the finals week. However, this email here for Kale, he's in charge of Corky's Cupboard, is a good contact information. So if you need to reach out to schedule a time to come pick up things while the university is open, he's the great contact for that.
All right. Our reception centers will not be open to receive mail or to sort mail and distribute mail throughout the break. All the mail will be routed through the university mail process on days that ESU is open. So when the university is open, residential life will get the mail from the Memorial Union Mail Center. On days that ESU is open. We will sort that mail and then have it available for you to pick up from 4 to 6 p.m. at our main office. Our main office is now located on the ground floor of Abigail Morris, and you can enter on the north side of the building near the football field to pick up your mail. So we'll be sorting and will be available to distribute from 4 to 6. However, if the main office is open, you can always hop in there and check and see if you have any mail and our team would be happy to assist there.
So all policies in the Residential Life Handbook and Student Code of Conduct will remain in place. Policy violations may result in the suspension of winter break housing, and so we would communicate that with you if that was the case. But one policy that we do want to highlight is the guest policy, and that will remain in place over the break. And so a reminder that a guest is anyone not assigned to the designated room or building. So if I live in Shellingcamp and I go visit my friends in Towers, I'm a guest of Towers. And so if you have people stay with you, remember that one guest at a time for no more than 2 nights a week, separate or consecutive, is part of that guest policy. You are not to hand out your card or your key to anyone else, and you must remain with your guests at all times except for restroom use. And then a big part of this is that you are held responsible for the behavior of your guests. So if you have any questions about this policy or any other policy in our handbook and how that can affect winter break, reach out to one of us and we're happy to help you navigate that.
Okay, and so what will fall closing look like for you? There are some different steps, and I'm sure you went to your fall closing meetings and have seen the checklist. The big things are winter break residents have access to their room for the entire break period. So you want to be sure you keep that room key that you have, and you have your Hornet ID card on you at all times. So your room key obviously gets you into your room, and your Hornet ID card will be turned on during that break period. We will also be going around and posting a room occupied sign outside of your door throughout break, and we do ask that you keep that up. It's really great for our staff members that are walking the building and just as a good awareness for everybody. So please keep that up, and we will have our duty phone numbers posted on there as well for another resource. Some of you kind of go in and out during winter break, and so we do want to remind you, if you do leave, especially for an extended period of time, making sure your electrical devices are turned off, definitely making sure your windows are closed and locked, and your door is locked, and your room heat is on, so you come back to a nice space when you return.
Right, and then we want to highlight 2 special notes. Our maintenance staff will be entering rooms during break for the routine maintenance, so changing air filters and spraying for bugs. They will knock before they need to enter your room, and they'll always try to do that after 10 a.m. and stuff, so we don't wake you up too early. Once we know those dates, we'll send that out through your ESU student email as well. We also want to note that there will be an internet outage, so IT is going to be conducting some maintenance that will impact our internet in the residence halls. That's going to be occurring on December 29th and December 30th. You can learn more or follow the Emporia State IT via Twitter, and they'll keep updated throughout the process. All right, so those are our main points we wanted to talk about for the winter break. Please reach out to our office or through our duty phones if you have questions or concerns that come up. Thank you. Bye.